This is a short video to report my experience with the Wi-Fi reception on the Satechi MacMini hub and stand, which I got from Amazon. I have the latest NVMe version, which comes with socket speeds up to 10 GB per second. I also got a Western Digital Black Box SN850X NVMe 1TB card, which is listed as compatible on the Satechi website. The short summary is that my Satechi seriously affects Wi-Fi reception, especially download speeds. On the plus side, it is well made and looks great under my Mac Mini M2 Pro. Installation of the NVMe card took less than a minute, and the USB connector fits directly into the socket on the Mac Mini above it. The speeds are good for both the NVMe and 10 GB per second USB sockets, and I have had no problems with any of them. The Mac Mini has never disconnected the drive. But, and it is a big but, after I had been using the hub for a while, one day my system lost internet connection. I didn't think much about it at the time and decided it was my Wi-Fi. I ended up rebooting my Mac and everything seemed to be back to normal. Then, a day or two later, I found a website wasn't loading properly, and after a bit of messing around, I found download speeds were under 10 megabytes per second. So, I started to put two and two together and began to have a closer look at the Satechi. That is what I'm going to summarize in this video. I've done 4 comparisons. Firstly, I ran a speed test on my MacBook Air to get a benchmark. Secondly, I ran a speed test on my Mac Mini without the Satechi. Thirdly, I tested the Mac Mini with the Satechi underneath, but not connected. And then finally, I ran the speed test with the Satechi in position and connected, i.e. with power. Looking at the first test just quickly, you can see that the Wi-Fi is pretty decent and is running around 400 megabytes per second for a download and 300 megabytes per second for upload. That's pretty average for my internet connection. Next up, let's look at the Mac Mini. No surprise, it is running at similar speeds to the MacBook. Now initially, I thought maybe the Satechi box itself was causing the interference. But, as you can see, running the speed test with the box underneath is not affecting the speed. And so, finally, let's have a look with the Satechi in place and connected. There is an obvious speed drop to less than 50% for the download speed. From my tests, this is about the best you get. The worst is complete loss of Wi-Fi, and average worst case is a speed of around 10 to 50 megabytes per second. If you have a fast internet, as I do, you may not notice the speed loss during normal usage, as it is still running at a pretty decent speed, most of the time. But the erratic speeds mean your experience will vary. I'm not happy with the performance, particularly the speed variability, and the sometime disconnects. I never know what I'm going to get. It's a shame, as the actual box and sockets on the front are excellent. But with such an erratic Wi-Fi, I have stopped using it. I hope this video is useful. There are a lot of glowing reviews on YouTube and websites about this product, but very little is said about the Wi-Fi. Perhaps it's just my box, but I doubt it. Let me know if you have a similar experience. Thank you for watching. I hope this was useful.